friend. This is the
very first podcast of the year. Thank you so much.
Finally, after many attempts.
We were waiting for a while, huh?
Yeah, that's true. And but again, all the odds. Here we are.
Well, this year, moving on into the recap, Finland won again, the happiest country in the world.
Yeah.
Which of course is all over the media.
Yeah.
When it comes out, all the Finns are offended.
Why?
Well, maybe not even offended. They are just surprised. They're just
there's no way we are happy.
And in their words, it hasn't been a happiness. The word they would use. They would use satisfied. Like overall in the quality of their life, probably satisfied.
Yeah.
And there they would agree.
But I mean, I think it's not. Of course, it's not about who loves more, and I think it's more about the life standards, like
the lifestyle, quality of life,
the healthcare,
the peacefulness, healthcare, security,
nature, security. Exactly.
Yeah.
About how people, if they're happy with their salaries, or like in general,
I mean, in my opinion, it's also a bit of a complacent country. It's a country where you can relatively easily find a comfort zone.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that's true.
And then fall into this comfort trap, what I call a comfort trap.
Yeah, it is a comfort trap, and that's true. That's true. It's so
once you come here and you do only 8 hours of work, like as a chef, normally you don't have only 8 hours. No, in Spain, in Mexico, anywhere else you have long shifts.
Yeah, Peru is like 10 hours.
But that also,
and you don't get paid for that. Yeah, not at all.
You don't accumulate holidays. You don't go on Christmas holidays.
No, you have to pay for your, let's say, for your uniforms. Let's say you're a chef, and you go to work to some place. They sell you the uniform.
Like life as a chef here, I've seen, is very also kind of privileged. That you accumulate your holidays. You get your yearly weeks.
Correct.
You get, you save for a pension and everything, but every country would do that.
You get the
uniform. You were saying.
Yeah, the uniform. For example, many restaurants that I have worked, they are uniform. Also, if you don't have uniform,
they supply the uniform and they wash it.
Yes, they do. They do wash it, so you don't even have to take your stuff home.
As a chef, you get. Like I have seen in places where they give you, if you don't have shoes and you're new, they would give you cooking shoes or sleep resistant proof.
Yes.
But shoes are kind of optional.
Correct.
Pants, they give you working pants and they wash them as well. Like when you finish the day, you just put them to wash, etc.
Yeah.
The jacket, apron, sometimes even a hat or some sort of protector.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure if according to the law, they must have something like, for example, according to the law, as far as I know, is there must be a shower.
Yes.
There must be a shower
in the changing room.
Yes. So after work you shower and just
Yeah, being Finland, very rule oriented, square. Everybody goes by the book.
Yeah.
That goes for the salaries of the people, the rights of the chefs, etc. So then there is again that comfort of even this industry has its rights.
Yes.
And although you might not make a lot of money, you don't have those same extra hours, double pay that United States would.
No,
offer.
it's I think it's more like the companies also they have a limit for you. Because otherwise
it becomes too expensive.
Yeah, I think it becomes too expensive. Of course, after you have done your hours and then you do extra hours, some companies they pay you even double. So of course, companies always nowadays they try to keep as less permanent workers.
Yeah, they keep
and then that's why they have this. There are these third companies that they do the service to rent cooks, to rent chefs. So then these companies, they don't have to do a directly contract.
Yeah, contract directly with the extra guy.
Correct.
They only need 2 hours a week or something.
Yes, and sometimes if the company really need you, they like your work, then they can kind of, you can switch contracts after 1 year of the company that you're working for. Let's say in Finland there is staff point, there is Barona, there are many.
Yeah, ICANN. Yeah, there are a couple of agencies.
Yes, exactly.
So I mean, talking about the subject of working life in Finland, like in our experience, how's it been for you as an international Spanish speaker?
I think pretty good actually. Because why you laughing?
No, I mean some complaints, but pretty good overall.
But I mean, what I can say is here there is respect the law. You know, there is not pish posh.
Pish posh.
Yeah, like
there's no chanchullo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no abuse.
Exactly. There's no. I mean, there is abuse. You just can't go and report the authorities. And they are on your side. And so far, well, you get paid for hours, or sometimes you have a contract monthly. Yeah, but the other thing is that usually, every certain time they will raise your salary a little bit.
Yeah, every year, like to adjust to inflation and things. That's a good thing in Finland. That they adjust to inflation. You can
actually negotiate if you feel like you're doing a lot of work.
That you deserve more. Or something.
And yes, that's really cool, because then you just can go and talk to your boss and say, "Hey, man, is there a possibility, to little raise?"
Yeah, there's that freedom and trust to talk.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that will be a massive difference. Will be like, for example, here I will get let's say if you're a chef, you can get the keys of the restaurant to go and open.
Yeah. Finland, I think overall is a country run by trust.
Yes, they really trust their people, that they open the door to work with or do something.
If you say you're gonna do something, you do it.
Correct.
I trust you.
Yes.
If you violate my trust, they will probably. I've never heard of anyone like really firing people. Normally they try to accommodate
of
the
course,
environment.
They give you warnings, but what I mean is that when I got the keys of the restaurant, and I was like, okay, they really trust in you, like, I mean, compared to I don't know, South America, Peru, that well, I mean, the culture is different for sure. I think it's completely different, because I have seen in the news that somebody who was working in this bakery stole money from the cashier and ran away. So there's been many cases.
Yeah. In Latin America, that's absolutely.
But here, I saw once there was a iPhone there in the bus, in the seat.
The honesty level here is incredible.
Yeah, and that was actually in the beginning when I was here in Finland. I was like, okay, let's see how much that iPhone survived, for how long. So I went like behind.
And you didn't put it?
No.
You just saw the iPhone, and you were just watching?
I was walking in the bus, and I saw the iPhone there, so I didn't sit next to it.
You were just looking at it to see how long
I just went to the to the up part of the bus, so I just was watching who's gonna grab the iPhone, because I say, of course, I came to Finland, and people talk so good about this country, and I'm talking about that was 15 years ago or something like that.
15 years ago you saw that, and then what happened?
And then so people start to come, the bus start to get full, and but nobody will sit next to the iPhone until the bus got really full, and came this dude there to sit next to the
iPhone.
Yes, and then, but it's funny because he grabbed the iPhone, and then I said, I gotcha,
Yes, you were checking.
Yes, and then he put the phone to the other seat.
He just put it on the other seat.
Yes.
And just sat down.
And then a lady came, and she saw the iPhone. She grabbed the iPhone, and they said, I was like,
now I got it. Now
yes.
I got it.
But actually, she went to the bus driver to give the phone. Yes. And I have lost my iPhone once too, and I just called, and then they give it
somebody pick it
back
up
to
and
me.
they show.
Yeah. And I wanted to give something, and to say thanks, to retribution.
Like some retribution or something.
Exactly.
And did they take it?
No, they didn't. Yeah.
I know if you lose something in public transportation, there is a central office in Helsinki.
Yes.
Where all the lost and found gets
Correct.
together, and then you can go and ask for it.
Yes.
Very often I've seen that they grab whatever was left on the street, like a phone, gloves, a hat, or whatever.
Yeah.
They would put it on the side, like a little bit high, so water or whatever rains or whatever.
Yeah.
And they just leave it there. And you can very comfortably go back to where you think you lost it and probably find it there on the side.
Yeah, that's
astonishing.
Cool, you see? Yeah, it is, man.
More than once I have lost something and it has come back to me,
Yeah.
and I have found something that I just either give it to the office or I, contact the person if I know who it is, and don't touch it if it's not mine culture.
Yeah.
It really resonates.
And it's really cool because I think it's something like also it somehow it make us, it speaks the good of this country, of the culture, of the education. It's so important, that doesn't come just from nowhere. That comes since from their kids, So I think it's one of the things that they teach in the school to the kids, to be honest and what's good, And it's
those
really
core values that really come from either the moms, the parents, the house, or school is in the core, in the root of the culture that makes this place and this education in Finland
correct
different from the rest. Because unless you change, and I mentioned it in other episodes, unless you change those core values, no system that Finland has will work in any other country. Because there is in many other countries, not only Latin America, they have like this tendency to abuse, to take more than what you should.
Yes,
and here that equality balances out.
Yeah,
it's in the values.
And the other thing, it's also that, for example, here the governments really, I don't know now, but they really are involved with education. That they're really, trying to give the best to the kids, And when that's why many journalists has came here to Finland to interview
the education system.
The education system, because it's good still, and it's nothing compared to the States. When you ask like, hey, what's the capital of Italy?
If you go to America,
and they will tell you Lima, they will tell you Africa or something like that,
What's the capital of Africa?
Yeah, exactly, things like that, But here it's more, you can see that
everybody is overall educated.
In other countries, if your parents doesn't have money, you fucked up pretty much, because there's no money to send you to a school, there's no money to send you to university.
And then the child actually gets less performance, less options.
It will get kind of absorbed in that world.
The damage.
So probably he's gonna get also selling drugs or doing drugs. The thing is that they make sure that every single kid has the same education.
Yeah, same opportunities.
Yeah, and that's what makes the difference for me.
Yeah.
Because if you think, like, for example, in Peru, or I think other countries in South America as well, you pay for education. If you want to have the best education, you just go and pay the best university. But of course, not everybody has the same rich dad, or
Yeah. It's very unbalanced. And
absolutely.
But here, everybody could have the same opportunity to go to the university.
Oh yeah.
Some people might not have the ambition of university, because here, university in itself is very scholar, like very research-based type of universities. It's not so practical to the field. Like there's no university for being an electrician.
Yes, exactly.
There is other hands-on education to be a technician. Like these vocational
schools. And they're
schools.
actually really well paid.
The vocations here are really well paid. Like an electrician,
Yeah.
even though they didn't went to university or everything, they could be charging like 80 euros an hour.
The other thing, for example, the police. Police is like you won't give any. Like there, excuse me, here right there.
Like a little commission.
Exactly. Hey, there's my for the Coca-Cola.
Para la
for the
Coca-Cola.
donuts.
For the sandwich.
Yeah. No, don't.
Zero. Well, I wouldn't say zero corruption. There's no
there's being
visual corruption.
But it's too rare.
Yeah, and it's under the carpet. It's
Yeah.
maybe some politicians, maybe some like big companies, big corporations maybe have their degree of corruption.
Yeah.
But overall, it's not visual. You don't tell your teacher
Exactly.
to give incentive for grades.
Yes.
You wouldn't give, like you say, the policeman.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many years in jail you would get, but you absolutely
Bro,
don't
you
do
will
that.
get some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
I think even in America, there could be some sort of like easiness to corruption, for example, on the teacher, no? Like, oh, I give a donation to Harvard and then I get like something else opportunities.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard that here at all.
And actually, they're really cool. There is a video of these guys, the Datsuns, where they are doing a prank. I think it was in 1 week.
They were trying to bribe someone.
No, they were doing a prank that they were kidnapping somebody. I think a girl or somebody
In the street, like
yes, in the street,
uh-huh.
you know. So, and of course they're gonna make a lot of noise, you know. The girl is gonna scream, "Apua, help, help," you know. And so they wanted to see the reaction also of the people, you know. But somehow there was the police. I don't remember exactly, but it's in YouTube. But so the police came, and of course they said that there was a prank and everything, and then they shake hands and you know.
They do something with the police.
Exactly, you know. And but if you do that in the States, for example, you get murdered right away, you know.
Yeah, like people would take action.
Yeah.
Like here, people don't really like. There's no vigilante.
I mean, of course, they didn't have weapons, you know.
Yeah.
But they were just trying to put the girl in
a van or something.
Yeah, in the back, you know, of the car.
Like in America, like whole continental, not just United States. If somebody sees that you're trying to kidnap someone, they could try to jump in. They could lynch you. You know,
Yeah,
like they could just beat you to
just or to
and
death.
here, to death.
Burn you. Yeah, exactly.
And here, I haven't heard of any lynching. Like, yeah, there's some isolated cases in some cities where, a woman was raped by some guy.
Yeah.
Could have been or not from Africa, but they just get, raped, but not by a local, not by another film. And if it happens very scarcely. And if it does happen, it wouldn't appear on the media as much. They're not sensationalistic.
Yeah, no. That's the thing that here the news is they are not like
they're too white.
Sometimes
they're too soft.
Yeah. Because they start to speak about the dogs that came from South Africa. And then you see the potatoes, the dogs there, in the TV, or like a positive things, They try to don't be or to make content with the more of the
with
the
morbo, with the, how do you say morbo?
I think it's more
the morbo.
This is like really good example that I got one from a professor was imagine we are right now here, okay, and then somebody jumped. Somebody jumped from the 8th floor, 10th floor, and then it goes, boom, So part of us is like, oh man, no,
like
don't watch
gossipy.
that. That's
okay,
terrible,
okay.
We shouldn't watch that. That's not good, poor dude, But the other part of you is like, I want to see
what happened.
Yeah,
like gossipy.
Yes, what does it look like, so that's every human has that.
Yeah, like that gossipy more, which is more, so I wouldn't know how to translate it, but here is not too much like that. Like they're a little bit gossipy, behind their back, like the grandma in the neighborhood would kind of tell on you if you're doing a lot of noise, or if you're hurting an animal, they would go and gossip behind your back. But there's not this morbidity that you were saying, like, oh, what happened? They just crashed. Oh,
but you don't really see that many accidents here or stuff like that.
Yeah, to begin with, it's very boring that way.
I mean, there was this guy. I think was it last year that this guy with his car went in Esplanade Park.
There was a bus that went over the bridge.
Yes, that one as well. But also in Esplanade Park.
Yes,
there was
I
this
recorded
car,
it, yeah.
right?
Like some Tesla, I think it was, or some car that went.
But it hit,
Yeah.
So, but
I was there. I saw
everybody
it.
was, you see. So everybody was like, with the phones, because that's a natural. Well, I don't know with the phones, but it's natural that people want to go and check what's going on.
A little bit of the gossip,
Yeah. So
but it's more of an international.
So
thing.
the more it has a lot. It can be weird shit as well, Like it's in different cases, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some newspapers. Which ones are the amarillistas?
I
Like the
think that's
sensationalistic?
the
Eclectic.
these are seven paiva. I think it's
Seitsemän päivää.
Seitsemän päivä. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's that one. There is always this drama of the celebrities, and you know.
Let's ask our friends in AI. What are the sensationalistic news outlets? Because you know every magazine brand or any news brand, they have their sections, no? Like they have some newspapers who are very politics.
Yeah,
some newspapers who are like celebrities and everything. And those like celebrity lifestyle and everything tend to be very sensationalistic, no? Like, oh, they divorced, oh, they cheated on this, oh, blah blah blah. Yeah. What's the amarillista for Finland? I think it's Italy.
No, I think it's this Seitsemän päivä. It's the yellow newspaper. And they put these things about Sanna Marin that you know that she was dating a guy, or there was this video when she was there dancing with some dude, and somebody was recording. So they bought the video and think, you know they.
Yeah, they're not as sensationalistic here.
Like in fact,
Ilta Sanomat, I think it's very.
In fact, Sanna Marin doesn't speak now to the Finnish media at all. She doesn't.
Well, I mean, she's too busy making money and doing.
Because they make so much drama with her
that she doesn't speak to them anymore.
She said that, you know what, like, I got enough of you, no one. So she doesn't give any interview to anybody here in Finland. Yeah.
Unless we should interview her. Can you imagine having
wow, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really cool. She has a nice mindset, I like.
So Italehti is a little bit amarillista.
Yeah, it's Italehti, yeah? Is it?
Italehti, yeah, I think so. But anyway, what else were we talking about? About Finland. I mean, they're not sensationalistic too much. They're not gossipy too much. Like, yes, a little bit.
And it's like
they're very honest.
Yeah, and kind of like it gives you space to be yourself. You know, like.
Yeah, they give an opportunity for you to do what you want, kind of.
Yeah, it's insane. Actually, it's like you can do whatever you can be. Whatever you want, yeah.
And they let, like, a good side of that is that as an adult you can reinvent yourself. You can go to a school of adults.
That's true.
They would give you another career,
but
another
but
profession.
You see how important education is, because it doesn't matter your age. You can study anytime, you know, and you can get you get really good benefits from you know, like pay 0.5% of the bus ticket, you know, they help you to rent a place.
While you're renting yourself, they could give you some support of living.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you study, of course, you get also
like social security,
access to a loan, you know, and it's really, really nice, actually, you know. That's why it's also like nobody wants us to graduate. You know, I think was it a few years ago there was this thing that Kela, I think it was Kela, sent a letter to all these students, you know, to tell them, hey man,
start working.
Let's graduate, bro. You've been here 12 years, you know.
You've been studying till 12 years.
Yeah, it's time to go, bro.
I mean, to be a student does give some benefits, no? You can get loans with lower rate. You can get your rent of your apartment, you know, like this Sato.
Yeah. I mean, you get nice. There is nice location where they can get a house
as a student with really good discount. As long as you're studying, and even a little bit after you study.
I mean, you get a discount in your rent. In the university, I think for, I don't know, €2, €3.
You can get the food here as a student.
Yeah.
Either the university would charge you less than €2, I think.
Yeah, I think
for a meal.
I mean, I don't remember. It was a long time ago when I went to the to the University of Helsinki. It was like a 150 or something like that, But of course, that was like a long time ago, So
it could be a crappy meal, but
they're
decent. I think maybe.
Actually, it's decent. It's healthy food. I mean, there is nothing to complain. No, they will do like a chili con carne and stuff like that, But I won't complain, dude.
Yeah, no, if you're getting it for €2, like you get what you get, no, kind of.
Yeah, I won't complain because dude, I mean, not everybody in the world has this
type of benefits.
Yeah, this a bless,
I had a friend who had, as she was studying, she was finishing the studies, the career, and at the end, they were able, she applied for a loan of, like, I think €3,000 that some people use them to travel. Like, I'm just gonna go to Africa and travel. You could use it for whatever. And if you, sometimes I've seen that depending for what you use it for, they could not ask you to pay it back. Like if you used it for, I don't know, more studies or something, like a laptop for work or whatever, I've seen that sometimes they don't ask for it back. Yeah. Of course, this is no guarantee that you will get free money. No, absolutely not.
All right.
But if they apply the right way, they could even get like no interest, and you can pay it in 30 years, for example. Yes. You get a good loan, no interest, 30 years, you pay it back later, and you have a nice...
I mean, you have all you need. I mean, they give you everything pretty much. The important things, the basic things to go and study and become whatever you want to do with your life. You have that freedom. It's not that doesn't depend of the wallet of your dad, of
the opportunities
of the wealth of your family. It depends on you.
So they make you very autonomous. Yeah. No, they push you to, well, you can do it by yourself. Fill up the paper by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because, for example, in the business also, restaurants, many other business as well, you can see that there is a 16 years old working and it's opening the restaurant, It's
like a 16-year-old.
Yeah. They give the responsibility.
Even. Yeah.
You give the responsibility to them, like they can do this, So it's that confidence, Like I was like, how old are you? Oh, I'm 17.
And you're opening up the shop, up the cashier.
She was my boss, Yeah.
The flip side, what I would think the flip side is for this type of
she wasn't the manager, but she was
your boss.
the manager was helping, I mean, in the way she was my boss, in the way that she had more responsibility than me, that she got the keys of the place.
If she's like the shift manager.
Correct. So, but that's really interesting because I say like, wow, that's good. I think I don't know what situation back there in Peru or in South America about how much this happened.
Yeah, no, that would be harder. Yeah, like to trust money to underage.
Yes,
to trust opening up the place.
Exactly. But it's and actually I think it helps to the youngsters because if you see they have that responsibility, that confidence, of course that helps you. It's something that not like make you feel important, but it's like okay, they trust me. It feels good.
Yeah, you get to step up and you get to
exactly.
grow up and have
it's
responsibilities.
It's like okay.
So to wrap it up,
yes. Well, in general, I think the life in Finland, it's good, and
comfort trap.
Yeah, it's a comfort trap. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's true, and a lot of people get in there, and it's easy. It's easy.
Easy to connect with nature. Easy to get like your rights. Easy to get a fair treatment.
Yeah, and. The other thing is that everything works. Yeah. So it works actually.
Yeah, the tax system is gonna be fair.
The streets are clean. you know, no, there's no
Transportation.
problem exactly, you know. Airports open, you know, they have everything.
No corruption. Overall, I think even in the police officers, the security sector,
Mhm.
you don't see them as a threat. Like you could feel
No,
a little
exactly.
bit safer. You feel
Actually-
safe without it.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. You can walk anytime,
Yeah,
and you're fine.
anywhere,
You know,
any age.
It's so rare that something happened, you know.
Kids can be out in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
just chilling, and nothing will
That's
happen.
another thing that you see little kids are going to school
By
alone,
themselves
you know?
with their backpack.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
paying their own bus, you know, taking that responsibility, you know. And that's why they move when they're 16, 15, you know.
A little bit of the flip side of that is that they make the kids so kind of like independent
Yeah.
that they don't get, I feel they don't get as close to the family, so there's not like family values and
Yeah.
let's keep living together. Like kids could live after 18 in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like kids, the brother,
Mhm.
they could live
Like for example,
adult life
let's say
with their
that I have the
parents, but
grandma,
not here.
have the grandma at home.
I
That
have the
doesn't
grandma-
happen here.
Mhm.
Just, I haven't seen in,
No.
you know, my 16, 17 years. I haven't seen like grandmas at home, you know, and that's
Yeah, like
something-
the parents, they would move, they would stay in their own house and the kids would leave. And then
Yeah.
the kids have kids.
yes.
Grandparents are in their own place.
Bro, and that's something really sad for me actually to think that I mean
That the grandparents-
I have a child, you know, and just to think like I remember when I was with my ex, you know, it was just like we went there, you know, to this place far in the north, and then I was expecting some, you know,
Like family.
hug or something, you know,
From their family, from their.
but yeah,
From their part.
Yeah, I was expecting, yeah, you know,
Some
like,
affection.
be more exactly. But it was like, "Oi,
Morro.
morro,
Y ya, and that's it.
when was last time you saw your grandma?" You say, 8 years.
8 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that family, non so family attachment, it could be a little bit tricky and hard. Because if you're, like here, they don't have a lot of kids to begin with.
Correct.
In Mexico, I think they kind of still do like 1, 2, but if the grandma helps with the pregnancy, helps like taking care of the kids with
But
the
of
knowledge,
course, it's
with the
normal.
help.
I think here, I mean, for in our countries, perhaps that's not like the normal thing, you know, that the grandma.
That the grandparents help. In Mexico, a
no.
little bit.
What I mean that the grandfather will live alone, you know.
Yeah, no, like to be forgotten. Like there's a lot of elderly homes that I feel they get a little bit too forgotten.
Oh,
way
yeah?
out there, the grandparents, yeah.
Oh, nowadays, huh?
Yeah, I used to live nearby like a home, like an elderly home, and I wouldn't see often either visitors or family or a lot of cars in the parking lot or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, that's I think that's one of the things that kind of like I scare, like, you know, I have a child, maybe I'm gonna have more childs, and then at the end of the day, they always see them only once a year, you know, in Christmas or, you know, something like that. But I mean, the thing is that the old people here in Finland, they don't want to move to the capital, you know.
They don't want to. The older
no,
generation.
they want to stay there, you know. They want to stay there in the
Where you are, where they
in their
are.
city that they are. You know, if they're in Lapland, if they're in Kajaani or whatever they are, you know, they want to stay there in the house, you know, and that's understandable. You know, it's maybe Helsinki is too much for them. You know?
Yeah. I mean, Helsinki is already kind of a town compared to big cities.
Correct.
So coming from an even smaller town outside of Helsinki,
Yeah, think about it.
it's it's already a shock.
And of course, the life is more expensive here. You know? So it has. Yeah, I mean, for me, what it was my dream was like, you know, I will have a house, you know, my kids, and then also they will live the grandparents there, you know. So I think it's I don't know, it's nice, you know. I have a my family, it was like that, you know. We would have a grandma at home, you know, and it was super cool, super nice actually. But here, of course, culture is different, much different. And but in general, life is good in Finland. You know, yeah, of course, it's not perfect like
a lot of
any
people
other
escape
country,
the winter.
you know. And
Yeah.
to me, it's yeah, I would like to, you know, live in Finland, you know, and then do a trip vacation. you
Yeah.
know.
Escape, the darker season of November to go to Spain, go somewhere sunny,
Correct.
recharge batteries, probably come back.
Yes. So, and
if anybody has questions,
you know, if anybody has questions about how is the life
in
here or
Finland,
in some, you know,
in some field in particular,
exactly.
please
maybe,
write it in the comments.
yeah,
because
maybe we can help.
this is a
you know.
huge topic.
And
yeah.
it's a massive topic if you want to talk about life in Finland, you know. And but for me, it's there is a lot of more of positive than negative.
More positive than negative.
Yes, absolutely. Man.
Let's
why-
bring more people.
That's why I have survived. That's why I have survived 16 years. You know.
Because the good
And,
over.
but there's
overdoes
many
the-
things, you know.
Yeah.
And the summer, I don't know, the culture as well. It's nice. I like
Yeah.
sauna. You know, the beautiful long 24/7 days light. You know, and it gets actually. And Helsinki is like a multicultural. You know, there is a lot of events everywhere, a lot of festivals, a lot of going on. You know, so it's like really hard to.
Only in the summer.
Yes, exactly. But that's why now I understand why Finnish appreciate so much the sun. You know?
Yeah, because it's
Because
scarce.
it's so short. You know, the summer is so short,
Yeah.
and sometimes so shitty. You know, that you really have to try to take
To balance
all
out,
of it.
yeah.
You know, squeeze of the lime. You know. of
Like
it.
right now, January, February is super low season in restaurants, in
Yeah,
shopping,
yeah.
in
Of
everything.
course, people.
Bunch of people are out.
Yes.
Nobody wants to be.
Not in the
street.
north. Not in the north at all.
Ah, no, because tourism.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, it's interesting. You know, all these things to talk about.
The resort
Finland.
life in Finland.
Yeah.
Guys,
And,
subscribe. leave
subscribe
your
to our
comments.
channel. Go to the bell. Leave some comment if you like. There is something that you want us to talk about. It doesn't matter the topic. Just go for it. Things are getting wild here, bro. Hey man,
Hey man,
thanks for the
first
first
episode.
program. And
See you in the next one.
yeah, see you next time.